Are we ready? Are we here? Well, as one late Mark Holtz might have said, it's postseason. Baseball time in Texas. Welcoming all of you to the terrible Rowdy Ranger postseason live stream as we are getting set for the Texas Rangers versus the Tampa Bay Rays in Game 1 of the American League Wild Card Series. As the Rangers are making their first postseason trip since the terrible quit job of 2016. And they're getting here after one of the most insane finishes they've had during regular season, where after losing what I believe was a 6-game lead in the American League West, they rallied back to secure a spot in the postseason, but could not win on the final day of the year, and having to settle for a wild card spot, which means that while the Houston Astros will have off all the way until this coming Saturday, I believe, the Rangers must take part in this new Wild Card Series format that debuted this last season, in which there will be a best of 3 playoff series with all 3 games at one location, and means the Rangers will have to win one whole series on the road before they may finally get to play a postseason game at the Country Club on Randall Mill. And just so you guys know, I will also, in addition to, if you want to know just how kind of wired up I've been so far in anticipation of this, here's something you might already need to know. This bottle was all the way full with orange Kool-Aid a half hour before we went on the air. Just so you guys know, I'm operating this thing on very little slumber, as I did, in fact, have been up already since about 2 in the morning this past night. After only about 4 hours sleep before then, I fully expect to completely conk out and die as soon as this game is over, if I even survive this game. But I'm going to do everything in my power to give you this game and this stream here tonight. Are we still on? I think I want to make sure that I am. I apologize that we took...
Father's father. Amongst his most dearest possessions, he kept a book containing every secret of seduction through superficiality.
My apologies for that. Well, that might get people off. Sorry about this. Let's close that out. I'll get back to marathon watching I'll get back to marathon watching Adventure Time after this game. After this game, in about 12 hours sleep, as I fully expect to do. But yes, the Rangers, after leading the American League West for much of this season, had to settle for a wild card spot. But if there is any consolation, is the fact that they are in fact playing these games in Tampa Bay, where the Rangers have not lost a postseason game in their entire history. They won, of course, all 3 contests against the Rays in the 2010 Division Series to get their first postseason win in franchise history. And then they won 2 games in Tampa in 2011 to once again eliminate the Rays in the Division Series in back-to-back seasons. The Rangers will have, starting this game, Jordan Montgomery, the pitcher they acquired from St. Louis right at the trade deadline. Of course, is one of 2 pitchers they acquired near the deadline. The other, of course, was Max Scherzer, who seems to believe he could still, who of course has been injured since September. And a lot of people are thinking that he's trying to tell himself he might be able to pitch if we make the Division Series. We will have to wait and see about that. I'm probably going to be going through a whole bunch of liquid in this game, and of course it's not alcohol because I don't drink that. I'm already struggling for words because I'm not great on the fly. Or maybe I just haven't been getting into the sports beat as much as I would have liked to do. But I'm going to try my absolute best to stream for you all of these Rangers games, which I have a feeling there's gonna be no middle ground here. They're either gonna get swept out of this series, or they're going to the World Series. And if there's any positive ideas that they might actually get the latter of that, it is this. It is the fact that I had been planning to use the month of October to get as much work done as I could and make as much money as I possibly could. And it already started with the fact that, in fact, I had hoped to do it just last month. Last week, even. But then, of course, the pennant race went all the way down to the wire. And I could not pay any attention. But it looks like we are getting set to go here. I will give you the starting lineup for the Rangers here, as it will be Marcus Semien at second base leading off, followed by the shortstop and possible MVP candidate Corey Seager. Grossman, the DH, bats third. Batting cleanup, the right fielder Adolis Garcia. As the first pitch here to Marcus Semien is skied into left field. And it's going to be an easy play for the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. So 1 pitch And the Rangers are already 1 up and 1 down against Tyler Glasnow, who starts with a 3.52 ERA for the Tampa Bay Rays, who secured the first wild card spot in the American League playoffs. And the first pitch to Corey Seager is low and inside for ball 1. The winner of this series will get the Baltimore Orioles as Seager swings and misses at a pitch way down and in. It's 1 ball and 1 strike, and he is not even stepping out of the box here. We're getting some fast-paced baseball here, and that's good to see for me. As another swing and a miss at a 90-mile-per-hour breaking ball. The Rangers are taking their hacks quite early. Simeon was out on 1 pitch, a 1-2 delivery here. Finally, everything has been low and inside so far from Glasnow, and Seager is able to lay off that 1 pitch. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. Taking a bit more time now. But it looks like he is set. The delivery is coming, and it is a rocket shot over the head, and it throws away! That ball, I believe, went off the glove of the first baseman, Yandy Diaz, who tried to recover in shallow right field, and the throw to first base was off the mark, trying to hit Glasnow, who was trying to cover first. Yes, it bounced off the first baseman. He picked it up on the hop, tried to fire to first base, but it goes off of Glasnow's glove. And Seager is safe. I don't know. I imagine that will not be called a base hit. But bottom line is the Rangers get a base runner to start the first inning with 1 out. So it's 1 out and 1 on as Grossman steps up to the plate. Robbie Grossman takes inside on the corner for strike 1. There's one thing I am wondering about with this game as we get set for an 0-1 delivery. Is swung on and missed, and Grossman is behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Very interesting to see how long this game will take as the pitch clock is in effect. But we are wondering about what commercial breaks will have for it. I'm setting the over-under on this game at about 3 hours. We'll wait and see on there. An 0-2 delivery coming here to Robbie Grossman. And it's a chopper foul. Grossman stays alive. Seager is at first base, who got on via the high chopper that bounced off of the body of the first baseman Diaz. Still no balls and 2 strikes here. Grossman chops another one. So Robbie Grossman, who fell behind no balls and 2 strikes, is battling against Glasnow and the Rays, who are in their throwback jerseys. The ones that look similar in style to what the Devil Rays, as they used to be called, originally debuted in. A 0-2 delivery here, and Grossman is able to lay off on a pitch that's way up and inside at the letters. Glasnow, they say, will normally throw the 4-seamer fastball 44% of the time. He also has the slider and the curveball. I'm finally trying to get some energy going here. As in 1-2 pitch, he lays off again. They appeal on the swing, but the third base umpire says that Grossman did indeed check the swing on there. 2 balls and 2 strikes coming here to Robbie Grossman. Glasnow delivers, and I don't think he was able to check his swing that time, and neither says the home plate umpire. Grossman strikes out on a 2-2 curveball. Well, Glasnow's definitely not being shy about that curveball so far in this game. And here is Adolis Garcia, who takes one low for ball one. So this is the Rays versus the Rangers in the opening round wild card series. That pitch catches the inside corner for strike one. First of 4 games that will be on today. And even though the Rangers got the early start time, they get the benefit of being on mainstream national television. This game is being televised on NBC as Garcia cuts and misses through that pitch for strike two. Following game after this, which will start around, I believe, 4 p.m., will be on ESPN. 1 ball, 2 strike delivery coming here with 2 outs. Whoa! And Garcia was able to lay off a very tough one that just missed the outside corner for strike two. Seager still on at first base. 2 outs. Adolis has to check his arm guard. We won't see that too much of that nowadays. What with the pitch clock, and I'm not complaining, to be perfectly honest. Another 2-2 pitch. Coming here to Garcia, and he again cannot check his swing, and he goes down on strikes. And thus go down the Rangers with 1 man stranded in the first inning. As I said, winner of this series will get Baltimore in the American League Division Series. Meanwhile, the other American League Series is it's Toronto and who was it again? It's Toronto and Minnesota, with the winner getting the Houston Astros. Let's fix this up a bit. Should have been I did not prepare ahead of time for you guys. Let's not apologize. Let's see if we can get a Gamecaster here on you. Well, while I try to fix this up, we'll go right back to the game here as Jordan Montgomery is set to take the mound for the Rangers. ERA is at 3.42 at a 6-9 record combined with the Rangers and the Cardinals this game. Got first pitch coming here to Yandy Diaz. And just like Simeon, he swings at the first pitch, pops this one foul, and it's going to go into the stands. Where is... Trying to find where the... Got an 0-1 delivery coming here. Okay, I think I got this done here. Got 1-1 count now on Diaz. Hopefully that'll be good for you guys. Again, 2-1 pitch. It's popped up into right field. Adolis Garcia will make the easy play. And Montgomery retires the first batter of the first inning. It's going to bring up Randy Arozarena. So first pitch coming here to Arozarena, and it misses low for ball 1. Rangers now just trying to get through this thing with a completely patchwork pitching staff. John Gray went on the DL earlier this month. Of course, like I said, Max Scherzer went down. It is a rocket shot straight into center field for a base hit. So the Rays, like the Rangers, get a base runner on with 1 out. Let's go wait and see whether or not Montgomery will be able to get around this. Montgomery basically getting the start here again by virtue of being the best guy they have so far, as that pitch almost took his head off. Scherzer out, Gray out, John Gray out. Of course, DeGrom is out for who knows how long with Tommy John surgery back in May that I correctly predicted was going to happen. And that's a whole rant maybe I'll get to at some time. As it's an 0-ball and 1 strike count now to Ramirez, who took a first pitch in there on the inside corner. Yumi sets and delivers here. There's a chopper to short. Could be 2. Flips to second for 1. The relay to first is not in time. Well, they get the lead runner at the very least. Just good speed on the base pass there. An easy flip to Simeon for second. But they just couldn't get the relay throw in time. He was clearly safe by a good second. So now it's going to be Paredes up with 1 on and 2 out. As a curveball just misses down low for ball 1. Isaac Paredes with 31 homers and 98 RBI on the season. One ball, no strike count coming here. He holds back on that one. He lays off one that catches in there for strike 1. I'm going to try to get through this game, guys. 1 ball and 1 strike. Delivery set here, and there's a rocket shot into right field, and a diving catch by Evan Carter in left field saves the inning and for the Rangers and puts the Rays away. A great sliding diving catch by the rookie Evan Carter in left field, possibly saved a run and gets Jordan Montgomery out of this inning. Whew. Whew. So it's still scoreless after 1 inning. As Great defensive play there in left field by Evan Carter, the rookie. I'm still not 100% sure how he's eligible to be on the postseason roster. If anyone knows how, since I don't think he was activated, joined the Rangers active roster until after August 31st. But surely the Rangers are grateful that he is in the lineup now and in the field now. So we will go into the second inning. It will be Nathaniel Lowe, Jonah Heim, and Rowdy Tavares in the second inning for the Rangers, as we have no score after one inning that was completed in just a little under 20 minutes. Again, we got one thing I am really going to be looking for throughout this entire postseason is how long these games are going to take. As I said, the pitch clock is in effect for these postseason games, as Nate Lowe takes a pitch inside for ball one. But with the extended commercial breaks, almost certainly that will be part of the postseason. Like I said, right now I'm saying the over-under at 3 hours for the average time per game, which still would be better than what we had been used to for a long time. The count is now at 2 balls and 1 strike on Nathaniel Lowe, who, of course, if you're not aware, of course, his brother also plays for Tampa, and both of them going through a very difficult time right now, as he takes one low for ball 3. Their mother, of course, is battling cancer, and you just have to wonder how much that has played an effect into the struggles he's had late in this season. Very tough time for the Lowe family, but he pops one into center field for a base hit. Nathaniel Lowe, able to focus on the game for now, as manages to get a lead-off single to start the second inning for the Rangers, and that will hopefully get a lot of people happy. Lowe, who batted third for much of this season for the Rangers, he's now batting 5th in this game. Received a lot of criticism for his struggles at the plate, especially late in the season, as I believe Jonah Heim will now step in with 95 RBI on the season. Takes the first pitch in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch coming here, and that is way low, almost in the dirt. And Heim is able to lay off of it for ball 1. A good start here in the second inning for the Rangers. The leadoff hit from Nathaniel Lowe. This pitch is skied foul back towards the screen. It's 1 ball and 1 strike on the Rangers and Jonah Heim. Getting you through this game here today, people. Been up since about 2 o'clock this morning in anticipation for this thing. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Delivery coming to Jonah Heim, and he swings and misses on a pitch way up, almost at the level of his head. And he goes down with 1 to make it 1 out and 1 on. So now it's up to Rowdy Tavares, who takes it low for ball 1. Drove in 67 on the year with a .266 batting average. 1-0 delivery. Fouls that one. Just barely. I think he actually fouled it off the catcher, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch coming here. And he knocks this one into right field for a base hit. This should get the runner at least to third base. As Nathaniel Lowe jogs in there easily, and the Rangers have runners on at first and third in this second inning in this Game 1 of the American League Wild Card Series. Thank you for all of you who might be tuning in now on the Ranger Rowdy terrible live stream. It just went past the glove of the diving Diaz at first base. And once he saw it get past him, Nathaniel Lowe knew he had third base open easily. And it's first and third, one out. And Josh Young is coming at the plate. Takes a pitch. Oh, the umpire called that one a strike. He looked pretty high up there. But it is strike. Oh, no balls and one strike. Young, the rookie out of Texas Tech University, flies. That's one foul. He skids into right field. This should score at least one. And the throw charges in there, and he scores easily. And the Rangers take the 1-0 lead on the sacrifice fly by Josh Young, who drove in 70 runs this past season. Might have driven it even more had he not missed 6 weeks with that thumb injury. But he gets the job done here, and gets the Rangers on top first, 1-0. Now it's up to Evan Carter, the rookie, as it's now runner on at first base with 2 out. One ball, no strikes here to Evan Carter. Takes pitch low. The runner was going. He slides it safely. The throw goes way into center field, and Taveras is going to make it all the way to third base. Rangers playing aggressive on the base paths here. Whew. As it was, Leody Taveras tries to take second base, and the throw by the catcher was absolutely terrible. It was high and way off to the right and sailed into center field, and Taveras is able to get third base easily. And now the Rangers have another run in scoring position. One run is already in here for the Rangers, and now they have a legit chance to get in a second one. As Carter steps in, and he skies this one, it looks like it is going to go foul. And that's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike to the rookie, Evan Carter. One run is already in on the sacrifice fly by Josh Young. One rookie delivered. Can another one do it here? 2-1 pitch coming, and it just misses the inside corner for ball 3. The leadoff man, Marcus Semien, is on deck. Should Carter get on one way or the other? 3-1 pitch coming here, and he swings and misses. That is strike 2. Full count now on Carter. Was called up in September to try and stem the tide for this postseason run. And now he finds himself in a postseason game. Payoff pitch misses. Way low and outside. Ball 4. Carter takes the walk, and it will be once again runners at first and third base with Marcus Semien stepping in. Semien, of course, swung at the first pitch back in to start this game and flied out to left field. Rangers leading 1-0. It said the second game of the day for MLB will be starting at 3:30 Central Time. The Toronto Blue Jays against the Minnesota Twins. That game will determine who will face the Houston Astros in the division series. Our series is to determine who will face the Baltimore Orioles. A great story there. As Semien this time takes the first pitch, and it's called a strike. This umpire is definitely calling the high strike in this game. Semien takes another one, and this one misses outside for ball one. Looks like, yeah, they took second base on that play. So now the Rangers have runners in two position. There's a bouncer to shortstop, and they flung throw there. Did he get him in time? It bounced just before it reached the fielder, but the umpire says it was in time, and the Rangers are not able to add any additional runs. Ooh, that's going to be close. I don't know if it's going to be called or not. It looks like they're going to commercial break. Gonna have to wait and see on that. But as it stands, it looks like the Rangers will only settle for the 1 run. But they do take a 1-0 lead in this first game of the American League Wild Card Series. The winner of this series, like we said, gets Baltimore themselves. Oh my God, have I been doing this? Shoot. I am so terribly sorry for any and everyone who was not able to hear me so far. I did not have my microphone in good position, and I am terribly sorry for any and all of you. This has just been a terrible way to start up this live stream series. Ugh. Semien already getting a lot of criticism online for not being able to beat out that ground ball. But it is a 1-0 lead for Jordan Montgomery and the Rangers. I believe it will be Meade, Margot, and Walls to be the bat in this second inning for Tampa. Apologize for maybe I'm not prepared, maybe I'm not energetic, but we're going to get through this game as best as possible. The first pitch here is misses for ball 1 to Curtis Meade. He only played 24 games this season with 5 RBIs. 1-0 delivery here, and there's a rocket shot into center field, a leadoff base hit for Curtis Meade. And not the way you want to start this inning after you got a run in the top of this frame. I'm going to get you at least these wild card games, people. I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to do any more after this. I might need a partner if possible. I'll probably have to make some calls. Ugh. No balls and 1 strike here to the next batter. 1-0 delivery is way upstairs for ball 1 to Manuel Margot. who drove in 38 on the season. One ball, one strike. Montgomery Stadium delivers, and he's a bunt. It goes off to his side, throws to first, manages to get him. They do get the sacrifice. Gonna wait and see here if the Rangers can get around this. I've never been a fan of bunting a guy to second base. They just gave the Rangers an out here. Now to see if they can get the remaining two without conceding the run, which is very possible. So now it's a runner on at second base with one out. Left-handed Montgomery delivers, and there's a rocket shot. Seager has it, but he nearly stumbles off of Semien and cannot get the throw off. Terrible timing play there for Seager. And that's now going to put first and third on with one out for the Rays. He had to hop over Semien as the two of them were both going for that ball. And he could not get the ball out of his glove after doing so. So it's first and third now. Walls is at the plate now, I believe. No, it's Jose Siri. Walls was now the guy at first base. Jose Siri with 25 home runs and 56 RBI on the season. On, guys. He pops a bunt here. And, oh, did he catch that? Did he catch that? Jordan Montgomery, I believe, just made an incredible diving play to catch the bunt on the fly and get the second out. They tried to squeeze play the tying run home, but he bunted too hard and popped it up, and Montgomery was able to make the diving play. Ooh, and the runner his foot almost hit him in the face there. Yeah. Oh. The trainer's already looking at him, possibly about that. He hit him in the shoulder. Would be his non-throwing shoulder. He's brushing that off. Jordan Montgomery showing off the glove work there. Is able to save a run for now. Gonna take a practice pitch here to see if he's okay. Looked fine in his delivery there. I don't know if it's the fact that he left. They're worried about him because he had to stretch out his glove arm to make that play. I wonder if they think if he pulled something there or what. But it looks like he's okay. So good news there for the Rangers, who can still get out of this inning unscathed if Montgomery can just get the next batter here. The batter is Rene Pinto, who drove in 16 runs with 6 homers on the season. Runner still on at first and third. There are now 2 outs with a 1-0 lead for the Rangers. The first pitch here is in there for strike 1 to Siri. Well, Pinto, the 9th place hitter. Whew. You can get out of this, guys. Come on. I think I'm struggling now whether I'm trying to treat this like a fan or a broadcaster. I'm not Eric Nadel here, guys. And I gotta mind that myself here. That pitch just misses inside for ball 1. Okay, come on, guys. First and third. 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Montgomery set to deliver here. Swings and misses. Whew! 2 strikes. We got this. Montgomery now could be 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. The Rangers had first and third in the top half. They got 1 run. Trying to keep the Rays from getting even that much. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Set to come here. And he got him! Got him swinging on the curveball! And Montgomery and the Rangers get out of the inning. We're through 2 from the Tropicana Field in Tampa. And the Rangers lead it 1-0 in this American League Wildcard Series. I'll be right back, guys. So Jordan Montgomery able to save things with his arm and his glove in that second inning. That unbelievable diving catch on the bunt pop-up. It's 2 errors already for the Rays here. As that pitch to Corey Seager is way low and bounces in the dirt and goes all the way back to the screen. Seager with 33 home runs. Just missed out on the batting title as he chops 1 foul down the third baseline. One pitch coming here. Chet holds back and takes strike 2. Swing on a miss on that one? Yeah, he did. Get Seager to strike out. So here's Robbie Grossman. He hits this one right to first base. They're going to make the easy play there. 3-1 for it's 2 up and 2 down here in the third inning. Rangers leading 1-0 already. We're into the top of the third. Relatively brisk game being played so far. So in the third inning with less than an hour in, here's Garcia, takes up off of the fists. And that's it, out there for ball one. 39 home runs on the year for Adolis Garcia as he chops this one all the way to shortstop. He has to make a spin move, and the throw gets away from him. It bounces off the glove of the first baseman. And that, I believe, is going to be the third error on the game for the Tampa Bay Rays. And we're only in the third inning. Wait, Tampa is just not playing good fundamental baseball here. Willis had to do a spin move and threw it. The ball skipped off the first baseman's glove. It was low in the dirt. Not sure who's that error is going to be on. It may very well be on. I don't know. I'd give that one to Diaz. No, they give Willis the error. Definitely was an error. It might only be the second error, actually, now that I think about it. Have to wait and see. I'm on a delay here, guys have to remember, because I'm watching this on Fubo TV's app. So I think I've got about a minute delay longer than everyone else. We've got a no ball and 2 strike count here now to Nathaniel Lowe. And he takes strike 3, and that's the inning. Ugh. So again, we are in Game 1 of the American League Wild Card Series. Rangers leading this one 1-0. It is a best-of-3 series, which all 3 games will be played at Tropicana Field, where again, the Rangers have never lost in the postseason. Game 2 will be tomorrow, with the possible, if necessary, Game 3 on Thursday. All games that get played will start at 2 p.m. Central Time. And for at least the Wild Card Series, I will be here covering them for you. I made you that promise, and I will deliver. And hopefully I'll get better on this. Again, I only had about 4 hours of sleep. For waking up at 2 in the morning and thinking I just ride it out and maybe get some driving work in. That didn't happen. I'm hoping that once this game is over, I'll crash for the night. Maybe head to sleep by about 5 or 6 in the afternoon. And then be out for 10 to 12 hours. And hopefully will then be much more refreshed for the rest of this. So going here down to the bottom of the third. This is, well, I guess it doesn't really matter with all, everything is central or further. There's a first pitch that's fouled back towards down the first base line on Yandy Diaz, who hit 22 home runs on the season. Oh, 1 delivery here. Just missed. And again, I think the best thing the Rangers could possibly get here, although it's probably not a possibility, is a complete game from Jordan Montgomery. 1-1 delivery. Takes it for strike 1, 2. Montgomery gets ahead of Diaz in 1 ball and 2 strikes. Okay. On. At 3:30 on the season. He takes that one that bounces in the dirt for ball 2. Of course, everyone who's followed this team the whole season knows about their bullpen struggles. Just the less they have to go to it this entire postseason, the best. Did he get that? The caught strike 3! Diaz goes down on strikes. 1 out here for Jordan Montgomery. Seems like he didn't like that. The umpire had made the call. And a nice one right there on the inside corner to get Diaz. So here's Rosarina. Drops that one. Just misses. Ball 1. Arena, who had a base hit to start in his first at bat in this game. He has 23 homers on the season. There's a timeout called by the umpire just as Montgomery was getting ready to deliver. Come on. Like I said, hey everyone who's tuning in here. Glad anyone is calling in. We've got a 1-0 lead for the Rangers here. 1 ball, no strike count on Rosarina. That one catches in there for strike 1. Okay. Montgomery's starting to feel a little better since he got the runners on at first and third in the second inning. It all started with that diving catch on a bunt pop fly. That pitch misses low again. Trying to get a Rosarina to chase that breaking ball, and the Rosarina's not going after it. Two balls, 1 strike. Oh, wow, where was that one? That one just missed, apparently. And it's 3-1 on a Rosarina. Montgomery can just really hoping they might just make contact here. The 3-1 pitch is coming, and he raffles that run as a line shot all the way to the left center field wall. That's going to be at least extra bases for a Rosarina who's in there at second base easily. Of course, I say, he's just hoping to make contact. And of course, he hits one or like a rocket. I said everything was going good for Montgomery so far until a Rosarina stepped in. So Montgomery's in a jam again now. Runner on at second base with 1 out. Here is Ramirez, and he sky pops this one into right field. Looking on, trying to get a catch. Yes! Garcia gets it. A Rosarina is going to jog into third base, but it is 2 out now. Okay. That ball was tailing down to the right field line, but Garcia was able to get there and to glove it just before he crossed over into foul territory. But again, Montgomery has a chance to get out of this inning now. Rangers showing a lot better defensive work here than the Rays have to start this game. First pitch there is a strike. No balls and 1 strike on Isaac Paredes. He's got 31 homers on the season. Chops this one foul. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. I could have sworn it was... I was wondering it was one strike. I don't even know what the counter is right now. He's a dead pull hitter, as they show here on the scare. All 31 of his home runs went to left field. So I imagine they're going to try their best to pitch him away here. That ball skips in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. The count on TV reads. Could have sworn it would have been 2 strikes there. I don't know. Tying run is on at third base. Come on, Montgomery. The delivery here. Sky pops this one. It looks like this one's going to go foul. Will it going to reach the seats? No, it will not. And Nathaniel Lowe is able to make the catch. And they get out of the inning once again. For the second straight inning, Montgomery is able to strand a runner in scoring position, a runner on third base, no less. And we go through 3 innings, and the Rangers still lead this game 1-0. As I said, the winner of this series will get Baltimore in the American League Division Series. And that, of course, an absolutely phenomenal story in all of baseball. And really, not just them. You've got Tampa and Baltimore in the postseason. Those 2 clubs with 2 of the bottom 4 payrolls in Major League Baseball. Meanwhile, as has been well documented, the top 3 payrolls in baseball, the Mets, the Yankees, and San Diego, all 3 of them failed to make the postseason. Keep in mind, the Rangers had the 4th highest payroll, and they barely got in. That should tell you enough about how this season, more than anything else, is just dispelling the notion that spending is the way towards success. Not this year. Of course, Wendy's has a pumpkin spice frosty. We're back here going to the 4th inning. Jonah Heim takes one, bounces in the dirt for ball 1. Rangers looking to add more to this 1-0 lead in game 1 of the wild card series, and they get off to a good start as Jonah Heim gets a base hit into right field to lead off the 4th inning for the Rangers. Okay. Heim had all career highs with 18 home runs and 95 RBI this past season. He's good for just a leadoff single. Yeah, I just hope I can be entertaining with these live streams. Of course, Rowdy Live is available. Will be available starting, we're moving to Saturday evenings as we take a ball up and stairs for Leody Taveras. We're starting at Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central Time on rowdyc.com if you're willing to take a look at that. That pitch is in there for strike 1. Make it strike 2, actually. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Leody Taveras with Jonah Heim on first base with a leadoff hit to start this inning. One-two pitch coming here. Whoa! That one may force them to have to back off slightly. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. These players are embracing the pace of the game. That much I can say there. It's the count. Nope, it's a strike 3 called. Just grazed the inside corner. Was able to get strike 3 there. So now here they're showing all these highlights for Tyler Glasnow, leaving out the fact that he's the one that's trailing in this game. This was a fly ball that's managed to be caught in center field for the second out. Josh Young gave that one a ride, who drove in the 1 run of this game here. So let's go. So it's going to be up to Evan Carter now, as he rockets this one into right center field. This is going to fall in for a base hit. Go, go, go. Heim going to run out for third base. He may only have to stop there. No, I think they are. They hold him at third base. Ugh. Evan Carter gave that one a ride. But Jonah Heim just was not running as well as one might have liked. And I don't know, with 2 outs, you gotta score on that. So it's going to be up to Marcus Semien to try and get this thing. Heim seems to be disappointed in himself that he didn't judge that thing or something. Here's Semien, who takes one way upstairs for ball 1. It is runners on at second and third, with the Rangers holding a 1-0 lead. Trying to get more runs here. 1-0 delivery. Catches that outside corner, called by the umpire. For strike 1. Semien in there. Takes it on the inside corner for strike 2. Rangers needing a base hit in this situation to add to their 1-0 lead. 1-2 pitch coming here. He sky pops it. He looks like he's going to get caught by the shortstop. And that ends the inning. Rangers strand 2 runs. They still have only the 1-0 lead as they head into the bottom of the 4th inning. We're into the bottom of the 4th here. Rangers still leading 1-0 in this first game of the 2023 American League Wild Card Series. It's the first time the Rangers have ever taken place in a Wild Card Series. They played a Wild Card game back in 2012, losing at home to the Baltimore Orioles. And obviously what was another disappointing finish that season. What's the way to find a way to get a commercial with Derek Jeter in it? Rangers may very well have to rely on Jordan Montgomery big time to try and just be a shutdown guy. They might not get a lot of runs in this game, and that's just what you've got to expect in a lot of these tight postseason games. If it's all the way possible, he can go the distance here. They've got to have someone who can do something like that. You can interview here with Bruce Bochy at the moment. Again, you're free to tune into this game. It's on ABC, so just about anybody should be able to watch this one. But I appreciate anyone who's tuning in to this Ranger Rowdy live stream of the 2023 Major League Postseason. Rangers in this game one, leading the Tampa Bay Rays 1-0. Jordan Montgomery is ahead. No balls and 1 strike here. Delivers, and there's a chopper foul. He gets ahead 0-2 now on Curtis Mead, who had a base hit in his first time up. He only had 1 home run in the regular season for Tampa. 0-2 delivery coming here. And gets a chopper first baseman. Whoa, that was a lot closer than it probably could have been. They were playing him to go the opposite way, but had him positioned perfectly, and Nate Lowe was able to make the field the ball. But Montgomery was a bit late in breaking toward the bag, but fortunately was able to get there in time and able to make the play at first for the first out. Even closer than first thought was going to be. But it is 1 out to start the 4th inning for Montgomery and the Rangers. His first pitch here is just misses inside to Willis. No, it's Margot. I'm going to get these names right one of these days. 0-1 delivery coming here to Margot. Fouls that one back to the screen. For the second straight batter, Montgomery is ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Rangers holding their own here so far in this game as he gets a swing and a miss there. Now they say he did strike out. I'm wondering if maybe that was a foul off somebody, but the home plate umpire definitively signals that it was a strike 3, yes. That pitch was way in the dirt, but Margot went fishing for it anyway. Hit Heim in the helmet on that one. But that's why catchers wear those helmets. 2 up and 2 down as Montgomery just misses outside to Walls. Taylor Walls had a hit in his first at bat in this game. That pitch just misses inside now, so Montgomery falls behind 2 balls and no strikes after getting ahead 0-2 to the previous 2 batters. Delivery coming here, and there's a chopper to third. Young throws a strike right at Nate Lowe, who has to stretch in order to try and make the play, but he does indeed get it. And Montgomery has what I think might be his first 1-2-3 inning of this game. And the Rangers still lead it 1-0 in Game 1 of this wild card series. We go to the 5th inning now. The Rangers leading 1-0, and I'm going to tell you right now, I could really use a fast-paced Rangers win so that I can head to bed as early as possible. In fact, I'm going to put that in. And thanks for reminding us that we've never won the World Series, ABC. There's a fly ball. Yes, it goes off the glove of the center fielder, and that should be an easy to two base and another. Yeah. So I got a little flustered. Yeah, I saw someone post on Twitter that obviously defense is being a factor in this game, and obviously that was a big reason why. You can't really follow Twitter here because someone posts out the stream is way behind everyone else. It's a big reason why I probably shouldn't be following Twitter throughout this game. That blank stare by Glass now on the play that his center fielder did not make. As the Rangers, thanks to a misplay by Siri in center field, now have a leadoff runner at second base with nobody out. And Grossman now steps up to the plate, checked his swing, and probably should have gone after that. Although it was on the inside corner for strike one. It's Corey Seager that's on at second base. The Rangers again trying to add to a 1-0 lead here. Grossman takes again. That one's in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike to Robbie Grossman. He had 10 home runs in this season. Evan Grant pointed out the Rangers have gone 36 innings so far now without a home run. And not going to get one on that swing. He was trying for a home run swing there. He cut and missed on a high fastball. Two balls and 2 strikes. He's able to lay off that high pitch. Full count coming out of Grossman with Corey Seager on at second base. This, as much as many other games may come down to, as we have a visit from the Tampa pitching coach now to Tyler Glasnow. This may very well come down to who can get into the other team's bullpen sooner. The first was watching Urinating Trees, Hater's Guide to the Postseason, and most of the teams that get in here, he points out their number one weakness is their bullpen, which does not surprise me in the least. I could talk ad nauseum about the main reason not just the Rangers, but everyone's bullpen could be struggling here, as Luis Garcia fouls that one away for strike one. That one will reach the seats. But everyone using a 8-man bullpen, there's just so many relief pitchers that wouldn't be in the game even 20 years ago or so. Maybe we'll talk about that late in this own game. And for no doubt discussing these infamous rough ground rules they have to deal with here in Tropicana Field. There's no one deliveries coming here. Is way upstairs for ball 1. Of course, it looks like the Rays will finally be leaving Tropicana Field in just a few years, with a new place coming in almost the same location, as there was a big swing and a miss on a slider. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Adolis Garcia. One ball, 2 strikes. First and second here for the Rangers with nobody out. Garcia trying to deliver here. And he gets one that goes off the rear end of the pitcher. And then no one's going to make a play. That bounced off the backside of Glasnow and right to the third baseman. And no one is going to be able to make a play. And the Rangers have the bases loaded. Going to have a visitor from the trainers here to see if Glasnow's okay. That ball bounced right off his ass, it looked like. Maybe it was his ribs. He bounced off his side. Yeah. It was right off of his left inner thigh. It looks like it went to. And then it ricocheted off straight down towards the third baseman. And by that time, no one was going to be able to make a play on anyone on the base paths. Glasnow is now taking his practice warm-ups to see if he's in any good condition. Seems to be throwing okay. Be surprised if he's taken out here, and it looks like he is going to stay in. But the main thing here now is this is a huge opportunity for the Rangers, who have the bases loaded and nobody out. I believe it is Nate Lowe coming to the plate. Scored the Rangers' first run as the first pitch is way low and outside, and the catcher is able to get to it before it goes away too far. That could have come very close to scoring a run here, as the Rays are throwing a lot of balls in the dirt, one way or the other. They're acting... they're the team that has postseason experience, which is probably the craziest thing. There's a fly ball, sky pop-up, third base line. Nate Lowe is not able to make the play, and that is ugh. That is exactly what the Rangers did not need. Getting the first out without getting anything in, and now a ground ball could potentially get Tampa out of this inning. Gonna see if Jonah Heim can have any better success here. Wow, that goes all the way to the backstop, and the Rangers are gonna get another run! That is a big time, just a bit outside for the Rays that went off of the glove of the catcher Pinto and all the way to the backstop. And Corey Seager is able to score easily from third base. And the Rangers find one way or the other, get their second run, and lead this game 2-0. Terrible pitch there, absolutely, by Glasnow. And he misses upstairs again. He is just... I don't know if there's anything to do with the effects of the hit, but of getting hit in the thigh, but he is just not... He is missing terribly so far, as that one is now in the dirt. And I believe that should move the count to 3 balls and no strikes on Jonah Heim. And it's now second and third, by the way. And he misses. He walks Jonah Heim on 4 pitches. And the Rangers have the bases loaded once again. So 1 run is already in on a wild pitch from Glasnow with the bases loaded. And now he's just loaded them up again. And the Rays already have dual action in their bullpen going here, as Leody Taveras will come in and cuts and misses. And what probably would have been ball 5. Got a little over anxious there. Time is called by the umpire. Glass now has Taveras in an 0-1 hole. Bases are loaded here. Would really like to get more runs. And as a foul pitch fell back. And Taveras falls behind 0-2 after the last guy up, Jonah Heim, walked on 4 pitches. I think with that, you want a guy to at least make sure he can consistently throw a strike so far. He's bailed Glasnow out in this at bat so far. No 2 pitch coming here, and he strikes out. Could not lay off the high fastball. So it's going to be up to Josh Young to try and get something out of this bases loaded situation. The Rangers loaded the bases once, scored 1 on a wild pitch, loaded the bases again, and here's Young, who does take the first pitch for ball 1. Who knows how that Taveras at bat would have gone had he been able to lay off anything. Young swings and misses at that one. I know the Rangers probably want to be aggressive here with the bases loaded, but you gotta get a pitch you can actually hit. Young got a sacrifice fly. He can't get that in this situation. He cuts and misses again. It's a fastball that misses, they lay off it. But they can't seem to lay off of these breaking balls. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Josh Young. And he gets him swinging. They got another run, but to have the bases loaded again and get back-to-back strikeouts, just not a good situation there. We'll be right back. Want to remind you all that we will be back here tomorrow, once again starting at 2 p.m. Central Time for Game 2 of this American League Wildcard Series between the Rangers and the Tampa Bay Rays. As Jordan Montgomery will at least now have a 2-0 lead. Of course, those who may be aware, Montgomery's last start of the regular season, the Rangers he left with a 2-1 lead, only to have that to have the Rangers, of course, lose that game with the terrible performance in the 9th inning by Aroldis Chapman, who loaded the bases with nobody out and basically put them in a situation where they basically were not going to be able to win, as a foul fly back into the stands here to lead for the leadoff batter in this inning for the Rays. Siri is at the plate. Of course, had the misplay in center field that more or less started the 5th inning for the Rangers. He sky pops this one. This is a foul. Will it stay in play? It looks like Nate Lowe is going to make the play and retire Siri for the first out. So it's 1 up and 1 down here for Montgomery, who may be called on to do more than normal here so far. Bottom line, this is a team that needs to get this pitchers to go deeper if they're going to have to succeed. It's just, you can go on and on and on about supposedly what the problems this bullpen has, until you go to the only one possibility of what could be done to get around it. So no 2 pitch count here to Pinto, who takes the next one outside for ball 1. I'm here running on fumes, guys, but I'm going to keep this going for all of you. And because I want to finish this game anyway, as Montgomery misses way upstairs for ball 2. Ugh. 2-1 now, count to Pinto. Swings and misses at that one. Okay. Montgomery's got 2 balls with 2 strikes now. Diaz, the leadoff man, will be set to follow here. Misses that one. It's a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming here, front Montgomery. He pops this one foul. Looks like it's going to go out of play. And Pinto stays alive. 1 out. On, you got this. 1 more, guy. Another payoff pitch coming here. He chops this one. It's right to Seager at shortstop. This should be an easy play. Fires right to Lowe. And it's 2 up and 2 down. Okay. Best thing for Montgomery, if he can get those ground ball induced earlier in the count. I have no idea what his pitch count is so far. I don't really like to look at stuff like that. Here's Yandy Diaz. Thought about going after that one, but lays off, and it's just outside for ball 1. Yandy had 22 home runs on this season. Miss there. Low. This time it's low and inside. Trying to go 3 up and 3 down here. Got a 2-0 count at the moment. Here's a sky fly into center field. It looks like it's going to be playable for Taveras. Hauls it in. Leody Taveras doing a much better job in center field than his counterpart, Siri. And it's another 3 up and 3 down inning for Jordan Montgomery. Rangers looking to go to 6-0 all time in playoff games at Tropicana Field. And you know, there's a lot of irony there. If you remember that back in the 1980s, the Rangers were a legit threat to be relocated to Tampa. I don't know if you guys don't know the story, about 1988 or so, Eddie Childs was looking to sell the club. The only person at the moment time willing to buy the club and guaranteed to keep them in Texas was Edwin Gaylord. And the other baseball owners wouldn't let him buy them. They would continue to block approval of his sale because they were scared he was going to become another Ted Turner. So, basically a frustrated Giles was just basically gave in and sold the group, approved this, agreed to sell Eddie Childs, basically out of frustration, agreed to sell to a group based in Tampa who were really not subtle in their desires to move the club. And it once again had to be Gaylord to come to the rescue and issue his right of first refusal to block that sale. And that bought just enough time for the Rangers in the 1988-89 offseason to make just enough moves that included, of course, the signing of one Nolan Ryan to make the team attractive enough for finally the group led by future President George W. Bush to buy the team and make the arrangements to keep them in Texas with the building of the new ballpark and everything there. There were so many attempts to try to put baseball in Tampa. His first pitch coming into Evan Carter, tails outside and up for ball one. Baseball tried to move the Rangers to Tampa. They tried to move the Giants to Tampa. They tried to move the Indians to Tampa. They tried to move the White Sox to Tampa. Until they finally relented to the expansion club starting in 1998. Evan Carter right now has a 1-1 count. Set to deliver here. Misses low for ball one. Rangers still have not hit a home run in, I think, more than 37, 38 innings now. Missed again. Same location, way low and inside. And it's now a 3-1 count to Evan Carter. Ugh. That one catches inside for a ball for strike two. Leading off the 6th inning here in Tampa Bay. Miss low, way inside, and Carter draws the leadoff walk. So the Rangers are making Glasnow work. He has allowed base runners. I think Glasnow may have had 3 innings so far in this game. And he's got Marcus Semien now at the plate with the leadoff batter on base. And he misses low there. At this point in time, the Rangers might just need to hold back and wait to see if Glasnow can consistently throw strikes. And he misses again. He's trying to get these guys to chase at pitches low and inside. And they're not biting. And they're not falling close enough to the plate. That pitch is way upstairs and in. For a moment there, it looked like there was an attempt to try and pick off Carter at first base. But Carter wasn't moving, and the catcher, Pinto, held back. So it's 3-0 now. he has to be taking here. And it is ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start this inning for Glasnow. And that might be it for him. It looks like he's going to be done for today. He just could not find the plate here, and Tyler Glasnow is done for the night, for the afternoon. Leaves after 5 innings pitched and 2 extra batters faced. And now it's going to be wait and see if the Rangers can take advantage of Tampa Bay's bullpen. As we will get a pitching change here with 2 on and nobody out in the 6th inning, where the Rangers already lead 2-0 in this American League Wild Card Series. Game number 1. They're going to have, and keep in mind, they should next have Seager, Grossman, and Garcia up to face the first of who knows how many relievers Tampa is going to have to use in this game now. This. So Glasnow leaves, having already allowed 2 earned runs. He walked 5 and allowed 6 hits. And of course, they spent all that time showing up how many strikeouts he had. But he gives way to Chris Devinsky, who's pitched in 38 games in the regular season with a 4.46 ERA. And right off the bat, he's going to have to face Corey Seager with 2 men on and nobody out. And it's still a righty-lefty matchup. Maybe more of a trophy trying to get. Well, I don't know. And there's a base hit! Could it be? Yes, it drops in! And it goes off the glove of the center fielder! That should get at least 1 run in! It's going to get run into the third, and the throw goes into the dugout! 2-run score on 2 terrible defensive plays by the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Rangers lead it 4-0! Wow! That's what we need! And Siri just tosses his glove up in the air in absolute frustration. That ball bounced in front of him and then ricocheted off his glove. Oof. But the Rangers, one way or the other, by hook or by crook, their MVP candidate is able to deliver. Yeah, he picks it up off the huge bounce, and then his throw goes all the way into the visitors' dugout. The high bounce was going to assure 1 run would score, and then the bad throw and get the runner to third base, and then the bad throw absolutely assured that the second run would score. And as it stands now, it's 2 runs in, runner on at third base, still nobody out. Robbie Grossman at the plate takes this pitch low. And what's that going to make the count now? It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes on Robbie Grossman. bad defense costing the Rays in this game all the way around. As Grossman sky flies one into left field. Will this be enough to get another run in? They thought about sending him, but he goes back. And as much as I like seeing, much more as I'm in favor of sending a runner, that may have been for the best, at least with nobody out so far. 4 errors for Tampa in this game. They are not like playing with the team that actually has the postseason experience. As Adolis Garcia now steps to the plate and takes ball 1. So far, Rangers finally get the break they needed. As Garcia swings and misses at that one. That probably would have been a strike anyway. Just could not catch up to that fastball. One ones. Fouls this one back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 runs already in. Another potential runner on third base. 1 out here in the 6th inning for the Rangers. Way upstairs on that one. It's going to even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Adolis. He hits this one right to third base. The runner's going to have to hold, and they make the easy throw to first to retire Garcia. Does make contact, but they had him played perfectly. Rangers again, so far, 3 of these 4 runs. You have to give almost an assist to Siri in center field. Just not been playing absolutely terribly in this game. 1-0 pitch here coming here to Nathaniel Lowe, and he hits this one a grounder to first base. Easy to make the play. The Rangers strand the runner at third, but they do get 2 more. A bad alley-oop attempt to field the ball at center field caused problems all the way around. And the Rangers get 2 more runs, and they lead 4-0 in this Game 1 of the American League Wild Card Series. Oh, damn. I'm so sorry. I should not have done that. Fuck, guys. I'm so sorry. But Rangers lead at 4-0 here, and now a 4-0 cushion for Jordan Montgomery as he fires a strike into a Rosarina. So Montgomery now with twice the run support he had in his last game out. See if he can take advantage of it. He has seemed to be getting somewhat better as the game goes on, and that's what you want from a top-line starting pitcher. He's got a 1-ball-and-1-strike count here right now to a Rosarina. And a timeout is called here. Just terrible play, fundamentally terrible play by Tampa in this game is giving the Rangers the opportunities that they could have had more opportunities, but Tampa's just giving them way too many chances. They gifting them runs with most of it, the stuff that's going on there with Siri in center field. One ball, one strike here, and there's a sharp grounder right to Young at third base, and he's able to make the easy throw to Lowe at first, and it's 1 up and 1 down in this bottom of the 6th inning. It's a foul ball. Harold Ramirez up to 8 here. Swings on and misses there. For strike 1. He's now behind 0-2. My apologies, guys. I'm kind of in the middle of looking at getting it on with some friend of mine on Twitter who only wants to talk about his Nate Lowe's struggles at the plate. There's a foul ball. Yeah. Okay. Another 0-ball and 2-strike count here. And he has time, but now delivers. Could not get him to chase him that curveball in the dirt. Should be another 1-ball, 2-strike count here. Fouls that one back. 4-0 lead for the Rangers. 3 of them, all on account of the glove of Siri in center field for Tampa, who has basically been playing like Lucy Van Pelt in this game. Got him swinging, going fishing on a pitch way low and inside. 2 up, 2 down for Jordan Montgomery in this game. I'd actually try to be keeping score of this one, and I did. If I did, I kind of wish I had been so I would know this, but I think Montgomery is on his way, 1 batter away from at least a 3rd straight perfect inning. Let's hope that's not a jinx there. But I don't believe in jinxes. First pitch misses low for ball 1. I'm going to take any chance I can to make pot shots at Lucy Van Pelt. If you've watched my videos, you know that by now. 1 ball and no strikes. That one's in there for strike 1. It's Isaac Paredes at the plate, who's 0 for 2 in this game. Montgomery seemed to be getting more comfortable now that he's got the cushioning. 1 ball and 1 strike, cuts and misses. It's strike 2. Also 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. One ball, 2 strikes. Coming in here, and there's a rocket foul into the stands down the left field line. Remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's a shot, base hit. Oh, and now Evan Carter bobbles it. And that's going to allow him to get to second base. And that's a shame, because all I've heard so far is there's been nothing but praise by Carter, but that was a bad play. That bobbles, that's going to be an error on him to turn a single into a second base. Just hope that Montgomery will recover from that. Went off the heel of his glove. Now play that as well as possible. Been playing well so far up to that time. Just hope that... well, this won't lead to anything. It's 1 ball and no strikes now to Montgomery. Here's a chopper. Too young at third. They should get out of the inning. Throws to first. They get out of it. Whew! So the 2-out base hit and error on Carter leads to no trouble. And the Rangers get out of the inning once again. They still lead 4-0. Oh, boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! Let's move on from that. Bunch of political breaking news coming on in the middle of my baseball game. They better go back to the game on this. I don't want to have to talk about something like this, but if you're not watching the game live with me, they've just cut to a breaking news report on apparently how Kevin McCarthy has been removed as Speaker of the House. And yeah, my Twitter feed is always saying, get this off the TV before the game comes back on. Okay. So the good news is I think we were only spared a commercial break. Which probably means they're going to find a way to try to sneak in more commercials later on. But we are back to the game now. As we go to the 7th inning with the Rangers leading 4-0. And Jonah Hyman's at the plate. He's got a 1-0 count. 1 ball, no strike count. And he hits a grounder to second base. They make an easy play there to retire him. I think that's the first in a long time the Rays have actually retired the leadoff batter. It's going to bring up Rowdy. 1 out and nobody on. That curveball breaks in for strike 1. Rowdy is 1 for 3 with a stolen base in this game so far. Takes that one low and inside. Showing a bit more patience at the plate here as compared to his last at bat. That was a bad one that really kind of cost the Rangers. Fouls that one. Is at least making contact now. Crowd trying to get noise here. Yes, definitely. Whatever you need to keep the stream going. No problems, I understand. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Tavares. He takes one that misses way upstairs and in. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's it, golfs it to left field. Going back. Makes the play. Backing up towards the wall is the left fielder. Tavares at least able to make contact and gave that ball a decent ride, but just not enough. And it's 2 up and 2 down. Meanwhile, apparently the Twins lead the Blue Jays on a 2-run shot in the 5th inning of Game 1 of that series. Strike 1 here now on Josh Young. Takes the next pitch low for ball 2. 1 ball and 1 strike to Young, who a lot of people believe should be the American League Rookie of the Year. He's 0 for 2, but did sacrifice fly in the first run of this game for the Rangers. Takes strike 2 now. Josh Young and Evan Carter is probably need to talk about the most for the Rangers, as he hits a shot right to the shortstop, who catches it on his knees and fires it. And the Rangers go down 1-2-3 in the 7th inning. It's still 4-0 Rangers over the Tampa Bay Rays in Game 1 of this American League Wild Card Series. So we are headed to the bottom of the 7th inning with the Rangers leading 4-0. They are 9 outs away from taking a 1-0 lead in this wild card series. Again, Game 2 of this series will be tomorrow, once again starting at 2 p.m. Central Time. I do plan to give you that game as well. If necessary, a third game will be on Thursday once more at 2 p.m. Central Time. Jordan Montgomery, 6 innings pitched so far. The Rangers got Glass now out of the game in the 6th inning. Now, of course, they have to go to a cut of showing Dick Vitale at this game. I mean, yeah, nice guy. You hope with everything he's been going through. But Montgomery is back out there, and the more they keep him on the mound, the better for this game so far. As long as he's throwing well, you don't go with any fresh arm bullcrap. He does miss on this first pitch of this to Manuel Margot, 1-0. Catches the inside corner that time for strike 1. One ball, one strike here. Woo! Got him to cut and miss on a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. He's had 4 strikeouts in this game so far. One, 2 strikes. There's a rocket shot. Was it speared? Did he get it? Josh Young caught that line drive. Woo! Was gonna tell you, this kid just absolutely has it all with both his bat and his glove at third base. And he robs Manuel Margot of a hit there with a line drive catch at third base. Woo! Swing and a miss there. The Rangers get 1 up and 1 down. Taylor Walls now steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2. 1 ball and 1 strike count already. Fouls this one back. Again, Montgomery so far has just seemed to be much and more focused, and it looks like they're going to try to get at least 7 out of him. Please, especially if he doesn't have any trouble here, send him back out for the 8th. He's got to. 1 ball and 2 strike count. Threw that pitch way up and outside. Again, you gotta remember, the Tampa Bay Rays have made the postseason the last 4 years. But they're not playing like they have the postseason experience so far in this game. There's a rocket base hit just over the diving glove of Corey Seager. Tried his best to catch that one, but it fell down just behind him. And that's a leadoff base, that's 1 out base hit for Tampa. Showing again that diving catch of the bunt pop fly there that Montgomery made way back earlier in this game. Falls behind 1 ball and no strikes here to Siri, I believe it is. Come on. Gets that one for strike 1. Okay. Got spores in the warming up in the bullpen. So many Ranger fans are groaning at that. Please just try to get out of this inning. This guy's a fly ball. Looks like this one's gonna be caught by Evan Carter in left field. And there is 2 down. Okay. So it's 2 down. So it's now 2 outs. Runner on at first base. I believe the batter should be Pinto. Montgomery 1 out away from getting out of this inning. It's going to be a pinch hitter. Yeah, the Rays are sending a pinch hitter to the plate now. And Mike Maddox is now going to the mound. It's Junior Caminero will be stepping up to the plate. He played only 7 games in the regular season. So, obviously going to try working on what they're going to do with this guy. He's going to bat for the Rays with 1 on and 2 outs. Looks like he does have some pop in his bat. Steps in here, batting from the right-hand side against the left-handed Montgomery, whose first pitch is way low and inside for ball 1. Tampa Bay apparently had the best pinch hitting in the majors this season. That pitch misses way upstairs and outside. Caminero batted .235 in 7 games for the Rays. Swings at this one and pops it foul back toward the screen. Swung at that one so hard it took his helmet off. So 2 balls and 1 strike here. Come on. Sets and delivers. Catches the outside corner. Strike 2. Two pitch coming here. Sets him up outside and he throws it upstairs and away. Full count. The bad news, for among other things, this has got to be ranking up his pitch count and probably make it less likely he's going to come back out for the 8th one way or the other. Got a payoff pitch coming here. Got him! Got him swinging! Swung on and missed on a fastball, and Montgomery gets out of it again. Can only hope he'll come back out for the 8th. Yeah, he was fired up for that one. The Rangers get through 7, leading Tampa 4-0. And these last 2 innings, this one's gonna rank up the blood pressure for sure. That much I know. Whew. Already people are telling me they won't send Montgomery out for the 8th. Please be wrong on that. Again, game 2 of this series will be tomorrow, 2 p.m. And again, if you want to catch anything else, remind you that Rowdy Live should start up at start on Saturdays, beginning this Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Of course, that will be pending whether or not the Rangers will have an American League Division Series game that day. Well, you have to wait. We'll keep you all informed on that as we go along. So Evan Carter steps up in. Of course, is wearing the 32 that used to be worn by Josh Hamilton. I don't know if Evan Carter will ever be coming, again, will be able to rise to the level that Josh Hamilton was with the Rangers, but I think he's going to be pretty good. He's stepping up against the former Ranger Jake Diekman. And Christian Bettencourt is now in behind the plate for the Rays, so a completely different battery now for Tampa Bay. As Diekman now gets to gets to Evan Carter. Carter is 1 for 1 with 2 walks. I don't think they've got him out in this game so far. 1-1 pitch coming here. Skies this one foul back towards the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. One-two pitch coming in from Diekman is a chopper off the glove of the first baseman and into right field. And Evan Carter again gets on base. And so far, you know, people in Dallas-Fort Worth are going to be absolutely loving this kid. Bad hop by Diaz, but again, the defense for Tampa has just not been showing itself in this game. As I point out, this is, I believe, their 5th straight trip to the postseason. And so far, they have not been playing like the team that has the postseason experience. So here's Marcus Semien. He skies the first pitch and pops it up into shallow right field, and it is hauled in. It's the 2nd time this game that Semien has gone after the first pitch. And it's resulted in a fly out. He flew out to left field to start the game, and now he just flew out to right field in what might be his final at bat of this game. So here's Corey Seager now. He's 1 for 4. 1 for 4. If he says he had a double and a single, that should be 2 for. I don't know what these people are doing. At any rate, I believe he was the one that had the double off of the glove of Diaz of Siri in center field. He's ahead 1 ball and no strikes here. Cuts and misses on that one. Okay. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Just missed out on the batting title. Tied for 5th in home runs. He could have had even more had he not missed time with injuries himself. Just barely avoided getting plonked on that one. That's going to move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. And he's just trying to tack on more, leading 4-0 here. Especially since, barring a miracle that I would wish, Montgomery might be done for the day. 2-1 pitch misses way outside. 3 balls and 1 strike to the potential MVP candidate, Corey Seager. Still 2-0 Minnesota over Toronto in the other game. And takes ball 4. Corey Seager is on once again himself. And it goes now to runners on at first and second with 1 out, as Robbie Grossman will now step to the plate. And that's a big one because with the left, you have to figure they brought the left-hander on in Diekman, particularly to go after a guy like Seager, and he ends up walking him. He does get ahead 0-1 with a strike first pitch to Robbie Grossman. Grossman to be followed by Adolis Garcia, barring the double play. We just look definitely to get some lift on this one, as Grossman takes one that misses just low and inside for ball 1. Grossman is 0 for 3 with a walk in this game. Thought about going after that one, held back, and it just catches the inside corner for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Misses upstairs again. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And oh no. Aroldis Chapman is warming up in the bullpen as Robbie Grossman strikes out. I think I may have just lost my appetite. So it's up to Garcia now, who takes one inside for ball 1. Garcia is 1 for 4 on the season, on the game. The season he hit 39 home runs. No balls and 2 strikes on Garcia. Runners on at first and second. 2 outs. Rangers leading 4-0 in the 8th inning. 0-2 delivery. And it looks like... What was that? This tracker on the TV is just terrible. They had him at 0-2 and then he swung on and missed a pitch. And apparently that was strike 2. Ugh. Garcia lays off another one. That now should definitely be, the count should be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Did not have a good September. Hopefully he can break out of this right here and right now. 2-2 delivery coming here. And he strikes out again. So that ends the 8th inning. Wait and see if Montgomery's going to come back out, and it doesn't look like he will be. So the Rangers are trying to win Game 1 of an opening postseason series for the 4th time in their history. And amazingly enough, the other 3 times have also been on the road, including Game 1 in 2010 against Tampa. But give me a moment here. So it's the worst nightmare, as it looks like Aroldis Chapman is going to come in for the Rangers here in the 8th inning. And then what makes it even worse is if they're sending him out for the 8th, who are they going to bring out for the 9th? Ugh. Well, the good news is apparently the bullpen's only going to need to get 6 outs. The question is, can they get 6 outs and concede while conceding less than 4 runs? The Rays have the top of the order up here in the 8th inning. And it is, in fact, Aroldis Chapman on the mound. I just get so sick to my stomach knowing he's on this team. He gets ahead 0-2 on Diaz, at least. But you just... And the worst part is, it's not the pitching that's why I hate him so much. You all guys know that if you follow my Twitter account. Fouls another one back. Still 0 ahead, no balls and 2 strikes on Yandy Diaz. He finishes him off. Misses inside. He seems to have control so far. That's about all I can say for now. Another foul back. He's throwing strikes so far, for the most part, but cannot finish this guy off. There we go. There he is, throwing out of the way. That pitch was way low and inside and gets away from Heim and goes all the way to the backstop. Fortunately, no one was on base. Another foul back. Well, the game can't rain out because they're playing indoors. Just so you guys know. Chapman's thrown 7 pitches so far and has been unable to get this guy out. Here's a chopper to short. Seager's going to be able to make the throw. And it's 1 down. Okay. So Chapman's able to get the first out, even though it took 8 pitches to do it. So it's now up. So now comes up as Rosarena. Takes a pitch strike for strike 1. That was a slider at 89 miles per hour. Rosarena is 2 for 3. He has 23 home runs on the season. Swings and misses on that one. And Heim is able to hang on to the ball this time. Well, I'll say this much. Yeah, the game is indoor, but trust me, if you know the story about Tropicana Field, it's not the best place to watch a game. Got him swinging there. Whew. That time he gets a Rosarena on 3 strikes. On 3 pitches, and it's 2 up and 2 down. Yeah, trust me, probably... There are reasons Tropicana Field is often considered one of the worst stadiums in all of Major League Baseball. First pitch here is swung on and missed on the splitter. He's not throwing excessively hard. That last pitch was only 89 miles an hour clocked in. A chop foul here. And he's ahead, no balls and 2 strikes on Ramirez. Come on, Chapman, you're a pile of garbage, but just get this thing done. Here's a chopper, once again to Seager. Plays it on the hop. Fires to first. And they get out of it. 1, 2, 3. Get your face out of here, Chapman. I have no idea whether they could go to for the 9th, but we're 3 outs away, at the very least. All right, we're heading into the top of the 9th. Rangers' last chance to get any extra insurance before they'll try and put this game away. See if we can get this thing finished here. So Nate Lowe, it looks like, will lead off the 9th inning for the Rangers. And he chops this one right back to the mound. 1 pitch, 1 out. Again, you gotta feel for the guy. Again, he and his brother, who plays for Tampa, their mother battling cancer, isn't even able to watch this series. You just going to wonder how much that's been affecting him and everything. So here comes Jonah Heim, who takes the first pitch strike. Ball coming here. Takes that one, misses outside. For strike 1. Leave a new pitcher on here for Tampa. That one just misses, or did it hit it? Did it hit the bat for a ball, for a strike, foul ball? Jonah Heim is 1 for 3. Had 18 homers in the regular season. Don't get a lot of home runs in the off season, do ya? Rangers with 4 runs. 3 of them were more or less gifted to them by their center fielder, Siri, who was giving Lucy Van Pelt a run for her money for some of the worst outfield play I've ever seen in a long time. 1-2 delivery coming in from Heim. And he just takes it low for ball 2. Game 2, of course, will be tomorrow. Again, starting at 2 p.m. Central Time. Chops this one foul. And I want to remind you, really, that how important it is that as many people can watch these games as much as possible. Because with the Yankees out, with the New York Mets out, with so many big markets out of this, and teams like Tampa and Baltimore in there, so we get a fly ball into left field, and it's going to be hauled in. Really need to help step up baseball and get these baseball postseason ratings going as much as possible, and show the networks and MLB that you don't need the huge markets to drive baseball's ratings. Leody Taveras steps to the plate, batting from the left-hand side. He hits one off the glove of the pitcher. It goes to the second baseman, and they cannot get the throw in time. Leody Taveras legs out a base hit. Just perfect bounces there as a sharp hit ball that went off the glove of the pitcher right to the second baseman, but he was not able to get there. Just beat it by a split second. You can see that there, yeah. He was on there. And it looks like there will not be any type of challenge. So it's 1 on with 2 outs as Josh Young steps up to the plate. So this delivery here catches in there for strike 1. Young drove in the first run of this game. He's 0 for his other 3 at-bats today. Catches strike there on the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rangers could have the MVP and the Rookie of the Year this season. It's just going to come down to whether or not the writers, the voters, are willing to cut them some slack for the games they missed due to injury. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing on a miss as a throw to second. Tries to steal base. And they got him. Aggressive base running backfires there for the Rangers. And the caught stealing at second is the 3rd out. So here we go. So we are set to go to the bottom of the 9th inning with the Rangers leading Tampa 4-0, and it will be Jose Leclerc to try and shut this thing down. And it's, in a way, I know this is a reflection of how much struggles the Rangers bullpen has had all this year, but it is kind of a full circle thing. Leclerc started the season as the Rangers closer, ended up losing that job to Will Smith, who then himself proceeded to lose the job to Aroldis Chapman, and now it's come all the way back to Jose Leclerc getting at least for now being the closer's job. Of course, this will not be a safe situation with a 4-run lead. But for now, it looks like Bruce Bochy is going to settle for being Chapman being in the setup role for the most part. It's now 3-0 Twins over the Toronto Blue Jays in what many people thought is, I think, was looking to snap what I believe has been a very long postseason game losing streak for the Twins in that area. Leclerc gets ahead 0-1 to the leadoff batter for the 9th inning. Misses outside for ball 1. It's Isaac Paredes at the plate. 1 for 3 with a double. 31 home runs for the season. Did they say check his swing? He said he did, in fact, check it on a pitch that was low and outside. And Leclerc falls behind 2 balls and 1 strike. Rangers 3 outs away from drawing first blood in this wild card series. Strike 2 catches the inside corner. Of course, last season, which was the premiere of the wild card series, we did see that road teams can win these series, as we saw what happened to the Padres dusting off the Mets, winning 2 out of 3 in Flushing, Queens. 2-2 delivery here. Just missed. So it's a 3-ball count now. Jonathan Aranda, another pinch hitter, is on deck. Payoff pitch coming here. Swings and pops it up. It's going to be Corey Seager to make the play. And there's 1 out in the 9th inning. Nathan Eovaldi is expected to start Game 2 for the Rangers against Zach Eflin. Again, that game will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Rangers right now looking to finish off business. Leclerc, and they are 2 outs away from a 1-0 lead in this series. So the left-handed batter now steps to the plate. Fouls that pitch off for strike 1. Aranda, in 34 games, batted .230 with 13 RBI and 2 homers. His OPS is supposedly 98, what supposedly the league average is 100. I've never cared for those type of stats myself, which is why I rarely talk about them. No 1 delivery coming here to Aranda. Swung on and missed badly. That pitch was way in the dirt and he went fishing for it. Bottom line is that Leclerc so far has been pitching much better later in this season. Right now, he's probably the guy I think I would trust as the closer more often than anybody else. And he's just a nicer guy than someone like Chapman. I'm not going to ignore that. 0-2 delivery here misses just upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing on, miss! Got him! 2 down! 2 down! He got him to swing on a curveball. Maybe it was a slider. Or maybe just a tailing fastball. One way or another, it was strike 3. And the Rangers are 1 out away. Okay, let's go! Josh Lowe, another pinch hitter. 83 RBIs with a .292 batting average on the season. First delivery here, misses upstairs for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, misses again. 2-0. Tampa emptying out its bench to try and get anything going here in the 9th inning. 2 pinch hitters. The 2-0 pitch misses again. And Leclerc falls behind. 3 balls and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on base. 4-0 lead. Walls is on deck for Tampa. 3-0 pitch. That one misses. Leclerc just did not want to give Arando anything to hit on that one. And he walks him on 4 pitches. And the Rays have a runner on at first base with 2 outs. And Walls will now step to the plate. Plenty of breathing room here so far. We just need 1 more out, guys. That's got to be a strike in there. Strike 1. Okay, 97 miles per hour on the 4-seamer from Leclerc. It's so great to see this guy shut down the first game after all he's gone through this season. Started to show bunt, pulled back, and it just misses low for ball 1. Be their first postseason win since 2015. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Takes again and misses low. Boshi seems like he's trying to keep it together for the most part. 2 balls, 1 strike. May try to force him to throw something here. Here's a sky, pop up, center field. He's got a beat on it. Cue up, Pat Green! The Rangers take game 1 in this American League Wild Card Series! The 4th shutout in postseason history. Their first since 2011, Game 4 of the World Series against the St. Louis Cardinals. But most importantly, they draw first blood in this series. It is the 4th time in franchise history they have won the first game of an opening round postseason series. And they remain undefeated in the postseason in Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay. 6-0 now all time. As they take the first of this best of 3 series. 4-0, your final score from the Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Rangers lead this wild card series 1-0 over Tampa, with Game 2 coming tomorrow, starting at 2 p.m. Central Time. So that is pretty much going to do it for us here. Absolutely everything that needed to go right ended up going right in the end for the Rangers. They may have gotten some help from poor defensive play by Tampa Bay, especially in center field. But the bottom line is they got the job done, and they take this 1-0 lead in a best-of-3 postseason series. Game 2 will be tomorrow, starting at 2 p.m. Central Time. I'll be back here. Hopefully you guys will be back here as well, as the Rangers look to push and get their first postseason win since 2015. And we'll look to end this series first thing tomorrow, start in the afternoon, starting at 2 p.m. Thank you to everyone who tuned in to this Rowdy Ranger postseason stream. Hope to see you again next time, and for however many more games the Rangers can continue to play in this postseason. Until next time, stay rowdy, my friends.